If you want something to play with, go and find yourself a toy. Baby, my time is too expensive, and I'm not a little boy. If you are serious, don't play with my heart, it makes me furious. But if you want me to love you, then baby, I will. Girl, you know I will. Tell it like it is. Don't be ashamed. Let your conscience be your guide. But I know deep down inside of me, I believe you love me. Forget your foolish pride. Life is too short to have sorrow. You may be here today and gone tomorrow. You might as well get what you want. So go on and live. Baby, go on and live. Tell it like it is. I'm nothing to play with. Go and find yourself a toy. But I'll tell it like it is. My time is too expensive.
What up, Mike?
Your little boy.
I got that video too, man, of our ride today.
See, I'm getting this paper, sitting on top, stack it up when I drop it, whether you like it or not. Oh, yeah, still getting paper, shitting on these haters. Yeah. Shitting on these haters.
If you're lonely on this level, skyscraper in 10, you would have to listen to understand the grammar. Show these pussies I can bang.
Link in the comment section. That's for those who want to call in or whatever have you. Link works best with the browser though. You can try it from your phone. If it's a newer phone, it might work.
They catching up, but I'm like the day before. They're like a minute late, like when the bank closed. Rush hour, gridlock. I'm off the chain, you niggas padlock. These niggas barking, but don't bite. They're like some deaf mutes, trying to sound right. Extra, extra, pay attention, front page. I'm with hip hop.
See, I'm getting this paper, sitting on top, stack it up till I drop it, whether you like it or not. Oh, still getting paper, shitting on these haters. Shitting on these haters, yeah.
In this game, it take attitude. Most of you niggas lames and your character need auto-tune. Yeah, and I'm connected. Facebook and you in MySpace.
I'm just trying to get back to yo, me, yo, we trying to live my life, but I can't see. I'm just trying to run the race, but I can't breathe. Taking to the top, it's no use, I can't breathe. I can't go. I'm just trying to get back to yo, me, yo, we trying to live my life, but I can't see. I'm just trying to run the race, but I can't breathe. Taking to the top, it's no use, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I got anxiety, let's talk about it. To get over me down, I think I can walk about it. All I wanted was a teenage 60-40 shit. I even take a heavy load. You know that I can afford to hit. My mind strong, mental level, fuck the devil. You on that bullshit, I'm digging with a shovel. So I gotta separate myself and take care of my mind before I decimate my health. Yo, it took some time, I think it's best that I just let it go. I know you love me, but you'll never let it show. You know I'm right, but you'll never let me know. Oh no, here we go, I'm outside the road. Now so which direction I should go? Left the right up or flow? You know what they say, if you love them, let them go. This life was so fast, I guess we should've took it slow. I wonder what the future held for us, I guess we'll never know. Yo, I'm just trying to get back to yo, me, yo, we trying to live my life, but I can't see. I'm just trying to run the race, but I can't breathe. Making to the top, it's no use, I can't breathe. I can't go. I'm just trying to get back to yo, me, yo, we trying to live my life, but I can't see. I'm just trying to run the race, but I can't breathe. Making to the top, it's no use, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I gotta find a way. I don't even know why I tried to stay. It's the same shit, ain't no time to play. I can rest tomorrow, I gotta grind today. I gotta find a way. I don't even know why I tried to stay. It's the same shit, ain't no time to play. I can rest tomorrow, I gotta grind today.
Oh man, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh man, everybody's sitting there today. Okay, this is up. What's going on with everybody today, man? I don't know if Ant's gonna make it today. I couldn't tell you. Weather kind of funny around here, so he might be asleep. He might not be feeling well. I don't know. I haven't heard from him. What's up, Jamie? How you doing? Oh, you're late. I'm just messing with you. Today's topic is well, there is no topic. It's an open discussion. So basically, for those who are unfamiliar, I could understand that the weather does that. For those who are unfamiliar how this works, on an open discussion, generally what I do is I want to hear from the audience. Hey, Beth, how you doing? Generally, any questions, comments you might have, you know what I'm saying? The link is in the chat. You can call in or you can type it in and I'll respond. Might come up with something random off the head or whatever have you, but basically on an open discussion, I just like to hear from you guys. See, you know what I'm saying? Questions, comments, feedback, criticism, constructive criticism, you know, open to anything and all things, you know. So what you guys got for me today? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? I know it's been a lot of y'all that's been on my ass about getting these getting these little clips together for TikTok and YouTube and all that stuff. Yeah, I got something for you. So I did a thing. I've been over here busting my ass. I got back from a little ride. For those who don't know, I'm a rider. I went on a ride today with my friend, my brother, Mike Licata, who's tuned in, and his daughter, Bella. Local firefighters, April 27th, Penguin City Brewery. What's that about, man? What's that about? Talk to me. So we went on a ride through the park and everything, you know what I'm saying? And I got some footage of the ride and everything with the helmet cam. But I took the recording. I don't know why, but I tend to run. Honestly, it's scheduled for 1 hour, but the topics get so in depth to the point where we generally run about 3 hours. Hold on, let me turn these lights down. I feel like I'm on stage doing a concert or something. It's hot up in this place. So the shows normally run like, honestly, we've been known to run like 3 hours consistently. Yeah. So the last show, which was what was it? Exposing the hidden in plain sight, exposing the Rockefeller Foundation. And I came across this document that was actually written by John D. Rockefeller. And I read it, and then the discussion went from there. So I took that show, ran 3 hours and some change, and I got the tinkering and editing and splicing and chopping up and did I misread it, Mike? Local fighters. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes. I got the chopping and hacking it up in 3 hours, and I condensed it down to 1 hour, and the clips are like 1 hour and 16 seconds to be precise. I'm proud of myself. And the clips run approximately 30 to 60 seconds. And I've got, give me a second. I don't like to lie. Not intentionally anyway. I've managed to come up with, yeah, I've been busting my ass. So I managed to come up this 1 hour and 16 seconds. I've managed to compress out of a 3 hour thing, and I've managed to come up with, like I said, 30 to 60 second clips. I've managed to come up with 99 of these motherfuckers. So I'm working. I mean, I know it seems like oh, you dragging your feet, or man, you got to get some content out there so people can see it. And I've been busting my ass at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, though, honest to God truth, now I completely understand why these podcast fellas they actually have teams. You know what I'm saying? So like this guy's in front of the camera, you know what I'm saying? He's doing the podcast or whatever have you. This is the co-pilot over here, your co-host, and then you've got your team behind you filtering through clips and lighting and camera angles and this, that, and that. And look, it's hard work. You know what I'm saying? It's hard work. I love it. I love learning new things, so I do love it. I'm always up for a challenge. I definitely enjoy it. You know, it's a lot of fun. Shout out to my son Trace, because realistically, it was kind of him who actually kind of implanted the thought, you know. He initially actually came to me. He wanted damn, it was that long ago. He wanted a green screen. So we ordered one off of Wish. He wanted to do game streaming. And so I knew nothing about game streaming. And to me, it made no sense. Who the hell wants to sit up and watch somebody on YouTube or whatever, have you sit up and play a game? In fact, I used to ask him, like, dude, wouldn't you rather want to play the game? He's like, yeah, I do play the games, but like I like watching. I'm like, all right, whatever. So got him the green screen, can you help me set it up? I knew nothing about it. He lost interest. I continued looking into things, researching, and what's this and how's this, and lo and behold, here we are. So shout out to my son Trace on that one. Let's see what we got here. Local fighters, April 27th, Penguin City Brewery. So they changed the venue. This is what I was told. Jamie told me that, in fact. Right. Get something together. Right. Get some together. Hell, got them together. Just gotta. I just finished. In fact, I finished my last one 2 minutes before we broadcast. So it's fresh. It's fresh. It's hot off the presses. Yes. I'll start putting those into circulation probably after the show. My apologies, Mike. I did not mean to misread it. It was giving a shout out to the local boxers on the show on the 27th. LOL. Yes. Little bro Darnell Bone will be in attendance, most definitely. I talked to him earlier today. In fact, he's definitely he's ready to dance. I asked him, I said, man, how you feeling? He says, truth be told, he said, man, I feel like, and his exact words were, I feel better than when I was in my prime. He says, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I got the knowledge and the know-how. He's coming to show up. He's coming to show up. I'm excited for him. For those who will not be able to be in attendance, this will be a pay-per-view event. I will get in touch with him as it draws closer to provide a link for those who are incapable of being in attendance and are fans of boxing. And even if you're not a fan, if you're a supporter of the sport or Darnell Boone, by all means, please tune in. You know what I'm saying? Share it to your friends, your family, your loved ones. Absolutely. Yeah, so they did. I don't know. I heard it changed. The venue had changed. I heard that it originally was at the Metroplex. Then I heard it had changed somewhere else. I'm gonna have to get confirmation on that once again. Excuse me. I don't know anything about MMA fights. If you have any information on that, please provide it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, we here to share and help each other grow. I looked that up. They updated the address. It's still at the all right, so it's still at the Metroplex. Okay, cool. All right, not a problem. And like I said, as the date draws nearer, I will definitely get the link. They had a typo on the address they fixed. Okay. I will definitely get a link from Mr. Boone himself. That way, those who cannot be in attendance and are still supporters of Darnell Boone and the various other local fighters, or just the sport of boxing, period, can watch. Absolutely. So, what we got for today, man? Like it's nobody want to talk. Hey, I mean, don't get me wrong. We talking about boxing. I dig it. We can talk about boxing. We can talk about whatever. What's on your mind? Tell it like it is. Tell it like it is. What we got here, man? Some paperwork from my cousin. Yeah. That's what's up, man. I'm proud of him. Came a long way. Fresh out the kitchen barbecue. It's kind of interesting because so the owner of the Fresh Out of the Kitchen, shout out to Eddie Williams. Jr., aka Trap. And for those who are from Austintown, you might even know him as Bunk. But it's a beautiful story. Essentially, he's a reformed street hustler, now a business owner. He owns his own food venue, his own food company. It's kind of interesting because he started out with the food truck. Now he's up there on Mahoning Avenue, up there at Loose Racks. So go check it out up there. He's actually working out at the kitchen up there. He's a family-friendly barbecue restaurant, and that aims to provide here. So give you a synopsis of his business concept. Hey, what's up, Ant?
Hey, what's up?
I can't call it, man. So give you guys a little idea of his business concept. It's the name of the business is Straight Out the Kitchen. It's a family-friendly barbecue restaurant that aims to provide welcoming atmosphere paired with mouth-watering barbecue dishes. Our menu features a diverse selection of smoked meats, savory sides, and delectable desserts. With a commitment to quality, flavor, and exceptional customer service, we strive to become the go-to destination for barbecue enthusiasts and families in the city. Yeah, so if you are in the area of Youngstown, Ohio, and you're looking for a nice home cooked meal, some barbecue, go check him out. He's in the kitchen up there, like I said, up there on Mahoning Avenue, at the pool hall called Loose Racks. So go check him out up there. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself because he is family member, so therefore it's gonna appear biased. I'm gonna tell you, go up there and check it out. I will give you a clue though. I can't complain. I won't complain because one thing for sure, two things for certain. I grew up eating his mama's cooking, so he got it from somewhere. Yeah, so go check him out up there, man. What we got, man? What's Mike over here doing, man? PrizeFighterBoxing.com. Discount boom. Okay, then. Okay. Good looking, man. For those who just tuning in, now this is where you can get your tickets. So the tickets to the fight, right there. There's the link. Click on the link. Go and get you some tickets, man. Get up there in attendance. Go up there and support these boxers, man. Straight up. They have a weigh-in and meet and greet on the 26th. That's dope. So you can actually go up there and meet your boxers. Darnell Boone. Who else be there, man? I know Danny will be there. If I know Kelly like I know Kelly gonna be there too. So for those of you who are fans of Kelly Padlick, go on check it out, man. I know he'd be up there too. He didn't. I don't think he said hi, Jamie, but he'll be right back. I'm sure. Sound like he's trying to level out the noise level at the house. Yeah. Oh man. I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to deal with me yawning a little bit. This weather is so for me, the rain it brings out the old man in me. Yeah, 100%. 100%. So I know I got two. I know two of y'all. It says we got 4 viewers. So if you did, no, I'm sorry. It's 3 of y'all that I do know. So if you just tuning in, hit a thumbs up in the chat box just so I know who you are. Give you a little shout out. I'm not in the business of embarrassing anybody, so don't worry about that. And just for those who don't understand, the reason why I say that is because I'm not on Facebook. I'm broadcasting to Facebook and other social media platforms. So because of that, hey Jamie, I see you. Because of that, I'm able to see how many viewers, but I can't see who's viewing. So please, like I said, you don't have to say anything extravagant or anything like that. You tuned in, hit a thumbs up in the chat box, man, just so I know who you are. That's all. As it takes form and the audience grows, I'll be able to do more things. I plan on starting merchandise giveaways and all that, but right now I don't have a big enough viewing. I'm not gonna say big enough following. So when you guys come in, by all means, please share. Share the links. Get your friends in, that people that you think might be interested in checking out the show or whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely have some interesting topics that we discuss. You know, uh, a lot of controversial topics. That's for damn sure. I'm going to put that out there. There's a lot of controversial topics. There's some opinions that are provided, but there's a lot of facts that are provided as well. So when you come in, you know what I'm saying? I've encountered some situations where I felt like it was the thing. Appreciate it, Jamie. Um, stump the bully. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've had a couple situations where it felt like they was trying to trip me up or blah, 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 and I'm just like, all right, cool. You know, it's a lot of fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, I guess let me put this out here. I guess essentially the reason why I do this for real is not because I'm trying to um belittle anybody or make anybody feel uncomfortable or anything of that nature. Uh there's a lot of things that we have been told. There's a lot of things that we do due to um tradition. But when you go outside of your traditions, your comfort zones, and you start to research things for yourself, you start seeing things from a different perspective. It's when it becomes very interesting. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. It tends to be in the beginning very scary. I'm not gonna say very scary. And if you are one of those type of people who are concerned about what others think of you or others' perception of you or not being liked, then this is not the journey for you. Um, but when you have a thirst for knowledge, when you have that need for insight, when you get in your zone and you get to asking questions, but it seems like nobody can answer these questions or nobody has given you a valid answer to your questions. Um, that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is about. There is, I love it because I've heard it all. Okay, I'm a hater of women. Uh, I'm misogynistic. Uh, I'm a conspiracy theorist, um, which is I am I'm narcissistic. Uh what else have I heard? I like that conspiracy theorist though. It's crazy because before they we were labeled that, we were considered critical thinkers or free thinkers, but now it's conspiracy, you know. Um but it's not conspiracy. It's crazy because people just say things because it's trendy, you know what I'm saying? They say things and don't know what they're talking about. Never want to look into things and oh, that's what everybody said it is. Okay, so cool, fine, Danny, whatever. I'll be that. Um, but it can't be a conspiracy. This is why I like the term critical thinkers, but it can't be a conspiracy when you can clearly see it with your own two eyes. You see it for yourself. So like it can't be a conspiracy. So that's not it. But if you want to call me critical thinker, absolutely, I'll take it. I'll take it. Um, I don't know, like I did this, and I've tried other platforms. I've tried other mediums, music, um, acting, poetry, uh, all type of outlets. You know what I'm saying, to try and get the message across to various people. And sadly, I learned very quickly that like poetry wasn't it because short stories and all this everything. Everybody's not literary. Some people don't like to read. Some people don't know how to read. So I couldn't reach enough people that way. So not to say that I don't write poetry. I still appear. Um, but poetry for me now is more like a therapeutic thing, you know. Which, truth be told, it's always been therapeutic for me. If you've ever had the opportunity to read any of my poetry or actually have heard any of my poems, then it's like, yeah. Um, Crazy thing about my poetry, it now it doesn't really have, it doesn't have as much of the punch that it did when I was a kid. Because like when I was a kid, um, people would read my poems or hear my poems and be like, "You wrote that?" I'm like, "But you're just like you would never think that my mind was so profound." Like, yo, that's crazy. But like now to hear my poems, you know what I'm saying, you'd be like, okay, well, that's where he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So like it doesn't have the same as before. I mean, it does, but like people expect that of me now. It's crazy. It's interesting because like I kind of wonder what it's gonna be like for my kids. Um, they all show the same they all show the same traits, similar interests. Right now they're all I know mothers are probably going crazy about this shit, but all my kids are gamers, you know. Um, they get it honest, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a gamer. Truth be told, if I don't have anything to do, I will sit there all day and play the game. Get up, make me something to eat, grab something to drink, cup of coffee, whatever have you, you know. Um, what we got here, Jamie? Jamie says, let's see. Jamie says, an idea for a future show. You read you read poetry anonymously that viewers send in. That'd be awesome. I would love to do that. The only thing is that requires um group participation, fan participation. So I would need people to first off tune in. Secondly, I would need them to be first off, you have to have anything that you submit would have to be copywritten. Um and then yeah, I would definitely read them off anonymously, and we can get into it. And yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Hey, Jamie, that's a great idea. I like that. I'm gonna see about getting that into manifestation. That's definitely dope. Um, as well with because I do have quite a few people on the social media that actually are musically inclined, do music. They rap. Um, some sing. I actually played a song earlier. It was Mike's song. It was actually called it's called Anxiety. Right before we got into the show, that was actually his song. So yeah, even if you wanted to read some of your song lyrics, that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely, 100%. Um, I like that idea. Thank you. Absolutely. Hell, I would love that. That's that gamer for you. That's that gamer for you. Um, is there anybody in the audience right now that's tuned in right now that actually does music or is a writer of music or writes poetry? That ought to be interesting. Is there anybody that is tuned in right now that writes music and or poetry? That's what's up. That's what's up. When's the last time you actually wrote something? And short stories. Yeah, yeah. That's dope. That's dope. When's the last time you actually wrote something? And are you a writer?
Yeah.
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 I was gonna say because I kind of figured like most from my life experiences, people who are quiet tend to be writers of some sort. Those who don't write tend to be very destructive, or they have when they were younger they had imaginary friends. And I never known you to talk to yourself, so I was kind of curious if you was writing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a while though.
yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I dig. I dig. That says I can barely format a coherent sentence sometimes. My brain is soup currently. It's hey, listen, it's okay. Life throws us. Hey, when life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. You got to learn to roll with the punches. Uh, uh, I know it's hard, especially when you're crying out for help, and it seems like nobody's willing to help. Um, it's rough, man. It is, but you gotta stand firm though. Yeah. So man, I can't think of. It's been a while since I actually wrote a poem. Uh, I'm lying. Uh, yeah, because realistically, like I said in the previous show, that a lot of my song lyrics actually are poems. Um, I don't know. It's just how I formulate things in my head. It's crazy. I've written 3 books. 2 of them are in publication. I'm always writing something though. If I'm not writing, I'm thinking. If I'm thinking, I'm dead. So I'm still here. So you know the brain is still thinking. Straight up that part. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. Gives you Wolverine bones. That part. Whoa. See, I got to find my notebook or make copies. You ain't never thought about publicating. Wow, I'm tired. You ain't never thought about getting any of your writings published, Jamie? Hold on one second. I'm gonna make a quick run real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can grab these books real quick. Be right back. After these messages, I'll be right back.
I told him we gon' make it. Other niggas faking, no relation. Said I do it for my hometown. I put us on the map. We made it to the top, now it's a wrap. I do it for my hometown. Every time I come around, the city know it's me, I hold it down. I do it for my hometown. You know I gotta rip it on. Ain't no need to flex, cause we a mess. Nigga, I do it for my y'all to town with a crime rise. You say private, we say prison, but ain't nothing private because they snitching. It's a recession and we feel it. That's why we out here handling business. Fuck that the job won't hire, I get it. It's all set up to trap a nigga. This what it mean when you black in my city. Cop pull you over and beat on our women. Pothole look like crack in the street. Stepped on the line, get high off the weed. Ref call by the police all over me inside my car with the K9. See him peep through the scope. Look right there with a beam. That symbol on his badge, probably stolen from Egypt. It's good to be free and I say what I mean. Network like it's a whole lot of keys. Unlock doors for my niggas to eat. On top of my game in the press box seat. My real estate don't quadruple. I'm an entrepreneur, just talk business. All ears listen to the seat I'm spitting. Representing for my hometown niggas. Never forget where I come from. Niggas still fresh out the feds in Youngstown getting it. Blessing the mic so you see my vision. What I prophesy don't come to fruition. Look in my eyes, you can see I'm on the mission for my niggas lie. And the ones that's missing whole state of Ohio. Most hate they tripping on industry, but we still be spitting. Hometown. So we gon' make it. Other niggas making no relation. Said I do it for my hometown. Put us on the map. We made it to the top, now it's a wrap. I do it for my hometown. Every time I come around, the city know it's me, I hold it down. I do it for my hometown. You know I gotta rip it on. Ain't no need to flex, cause we a mess. I do it for my hometown. I'm from a place where we get it in. I'm from a place where we getting ends. These pussy niggas ain't got no friends, my hometown. I do the shit for the 330. I do the shit for the fucking yo. And I do the shit for the 234. Yeah, nigga, you in G's town. Place where we don't pity clowns. My day one niggas make you lay it down. If cake nigga don't come around my hometown. I'm a real nigga rap, J Hal. I'm a crazy Chris, we gon' make it out. If I make it first, then we all out my hometown. We the new generation of this rap shit. I talk shit and I walk shit and I rip shit and I'm born for this. My hometown. On the stage I go. I don't fuck around with the hoe. Perform shit, I'm a pro. Just thought you should know. Watch these pockets grow. The whole team gon' grow. And the whole team gon' glow. My hometown. Nigga, this sweat ain't faking. Nope. Grip green, lit faded. I'm showing love, no hate. My hometown. So we gon' make it. Other niggas faking. No relation. Said I do it for my hometown. Put us on the map. Made it to the top. Now it's a wrap. I do it for my hometown. Every time I come up there, I see them know it's me. I hold it down. I do it for my hometown. You know what ghetto we gon' ain't no need to flex 'cause we a mess. Nigga, I do it for my hometown. For the city I was raised in, to the one that I reside in now. For the ones in traffic with that pepper, can't live without it. Bet my city like yours, they rabs at corner stores. Young niggas going wild, a partner fighting in court. Bunch of niggas that I know fucked up on child support. Couple partners in the wall, gotta tangle with the brain. Out here making moves, even though we don't only a real few left that be living by the goal. I could face 1,000 years and wouldn't tell on that. So this moment right here for the 2163 yo, Cleveland Warren Akron Kane. You know I'm fucking with you, yo. How can it be denied for too long, nigga? We here and the hustle gang strong, nigga. They say that the heart is where the home, nigga. Even LeBron had to come home, nigga. So I'm gonna make the other niggas fucking no relation. Said I do it for my hometown. Put us on the map, made it to the top, now it's a wrap. I do it for my hometown. Every time I come across earth.
Yeah, man. So I found them. It's crazy, man. I'm sitting there looking at them. The first book that I ever wrote, probably not gonna be able to read it because it's in like old English letters, but that's the cover of the original book, and it reads "The Soul Searcher" with the praying hands in the middle. I like I said, I'm different. I'll share a few pieces. It's crazy because like I'm sitting there looking at it and like I haven't looked at these in a long time. Most of these were written when I was inside throughout the courses of the years. So each poem, of course, is dated or whatever have you. This one here, this particular one was May 31st of 2000. When you least expect it is what it's called. It says, when you're alone in silence, just listen. You'll hear me. Awake at night, lying in the darkness. Open your mind and you'll see me. Wake up in the morning, happy for no apparent reason. My presence is felt. If at times when you reminisce, you smile all the while. If at times when you reminisce, you smile the whole time, but in your heart you feel a void, an urge to cry. When the wind blows, a slight gentle breeze, pay attention, you'll hear my voice in the whispers of the trees. You can't help but hear it, like a love that won't quit, for you see, I am with you when you least expect it. The five senses. It's kind of interesting because it was kind of like a play on words with the whole situation. So it's called The Five Senses, subtitled Ignore the Physical. It was written August 13th, 2000. It says, look at me, but don't look at me. See things you've never seen. Ignore the physical. Examine my inner being. Touch me. but touch the untangible. Feel things you've never known. Ignore the physical. Examine me as a whole. Taste me, but taste buds won't allow. Devour things you can't swallow. Ignore the physical. Examine my all. Inhale, but don't smell. Breathe of my essence, not aroma. Ignore the physical. Examine my persona. Hear me, but don't listen. My voice is not audible. Ignore the physical. Examine the people. I speak through them. That was one of the more popular ones that I had wrote. That one was actually in an a poetry anthology. It's crazy because I haven't looked at any of these in a long time. The Other Man, Outside of Body, Mail Doesn't Run on Sunday. Some of them weren't as serious. The Divorce. Let's see. Dear Afeni. This is when I was corresponding with Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur. Loyal, which was actually this one was written December 31st. The year was 2000 at 11:59 p.m. It's kind of interesting because this one was actually like some kind of little campaign type thing that I was actually trying to get off the ground. Loyal is an acronym, and it stands for Love Our Youth and Life. So that was something that I was trying to get together, whatever. An acrostic poem. January 26th, Just Another Day. I actually wrote that on my birthday on 2001. I'm sorry. Black Rain. Let's see. April 6, 2021. The Spectacular Vernacular. Man, this is crazy. This is bringing back memories. Spectacular Vernacular. That was kind of I was like an Afrocentric type thing, like it was me speaking to the people, to Black people, like what happened to where did we get away from being who we were, like in the 70s when it was so Afrocentric or proud to be Black, you know. There's No Them Without Us, April 29th, 2021. That one was actually probably one of the most popular. So that one has a backstory to it. April 29th, 2021. I keep saying 2021, 2001. This particular poem, I was actually in my cell, and I don't know, I was just sitting there, I was just thinking, and I had my little dual Panasonic radio, and I popped in the tape and I hit the pause on it and hit record. And this was like right after I saw Prison Song and Slam on BET. And so it was like, oh, so I was like kind of interested in slam poetry, like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, this is pretty dope. This is pretty cool. So I'm sitting there, I'm formulating my thoughts, and then I hit the pause on the tape deck, and I just kind of went into my little spiel, and I was like, okay, and it just kind of flowed. And after I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I stopped the tape and I played it back, and I was like, wow, it's crazy. And so like I have this element of perfectionism. So like I'll like something, and then within like 5 to 10 minutes after that, it's like, oh man, this is trash. But I don't ever throw nothing away. So I remember I was like sharing this poem with anybody and everybody that would listen. Like, hey man, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Throughout the cell blocks. And everybody, oh man, that's dope. Like, man, that's great, man. Oh man, I need you to write something for me. And everybody would ask me, like, what's it called? What's it called? And I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So for 6 months, this poem didn't have a title. I wrote down the date. Like I wrote down the date. I played it back. I wrote down the date and actually wrote it down. But like I didn't have a title for it. Okay, and so no title for it, and it was like, all right, well, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? So I just left it untitled for like I said, and 6 months later, came up with something, and there you have it. You know, so it says. Turning this into like a poetry recital. Thanks, Jamie. It says, we touch hearts, illuminate souls, and move nations with every verse stands in bar. Clever wordplay through uses of metaphors and cliches are the tools used to keep our minds up to par. Refractions of our actions oftentimes conflict with our mind state. We're revered by our peers. Without choice, our duty to nurture the future and lead the way. We used to pray with one another. Now we prey on one another. Has it ever been possible to love our brother? Who murdered Abel? Bet God knows why. It won't ever be you and I. We don't live as one, you and IT. Why? I've yet to find a solution. By definition, I call it what it is. Jim Crow laws, legal anti-Negro laws, all misleading representation of our incompetent composition. Revolution the resistance, trapped our position. Without unity, no peace. Without these, are we free? Look at us, we make petitions to their nation to compromise with them. You may not like it, but we are brothers, never been friends. Blood thicker than water, so together we must evade the slaughter. When the head dies, so does the government. Imagine mass black genocide where we all died. Now who gonna run this bitch? So that in itself kind of shows you where my mindset was at that age. And when people would hear me, they would say, "You wrote that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you know." And they would be like, holy shit, like, man, this dude here is deep as fuck. Now it's like, okay, well, shit, you know, that's where you're supposed to be. But like years beyond my where I should have been, you know. I don't know. I like I said, I like writing poetry. For me, it's very therapeutic. 100% very therapeutic. I've won several poetry contests. I keep saying that I want to submit to one. I would love to be able to find one, but for some odd reason, it's quite difficult to find them nowadays. But one day I'm going to get back to it. Oh man, excuse me, hiccups. Yeah. I do this for the hometown. It's kind of quiet out there, man. Everybody just listening to me ramble. That's what's going on now. That's dope. Yeah, I would love to do that, man. That was a pretty cool idea, Jamie. For real, I like that. That'd be cool as shit. Do this for the hometown. Just eating dinner to the soothing sound of sincere. Cut it out, man. That shit, man. Listen, for all that matter, check that out. Check this out, right? YouTube, Spotify, any music platform that you listen to. Type in "Sincere the Prodigal Son." Um, you come across all type of soothing sounds. Sure. Yeah, that's I'm retired now, but that was in my days of being a recording artist. Um, had a lot of fun with it. It was great. Had a good run with it. I'm older now, so I don't. Hold on 1 second. I'm lagging over. Mic check. Cool, man. Cool. I was lagging over here for a second, so I reload the page. Sorry about that. Nothing serious. Nothing serious at all. We do this for the hometown. Shim shim. Let me see something real quick. I was actually looking for a song that I had did. It's kind of crazy because like I sit back and I listen to some of my older music. I'm like, wow, okay. Like it's crazy because like yeah, I kind of figured it was. Yeah, that's how it was for me too. Um, that's how it was for me. That's why I reloaded. Yeah, I had to reload the page. It was driving me crazy. It was getting on my nerves. Um, but yeah, it's crazy because like I sit back and I listen to some of my music. Um, from back in the day. I'm like it's not bad. It's not bad at all. But it's crazy because like I hear the change in my voice and I'm like, wow, like to hear how young I am, you know. I played one I played one of the songs for my son and he was like that's you? I was like, yeah. He's like, man, you sound way different. I'm like, yeah, I was yeah. I was young, man. I was young. I was young. Indeed, I was. Damn, it's crazy to sit back and think like how young. Sheesh, man. That's insane. Ba-doop. Yeah. doing my do, feeling this way. Oh, doing my do. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. It just blows my mind. So Lil Wayne, he posted this video. Shout out to my brother Mandrakey. It was on his page. It was the first place I saw it. So Lil Wayne was talking about how when it's your time to leave, when it's your time to leave, how do you word it? Will you be remembered? I believe is how he put it. Not your works, not your legacy, but you as a person, I believe is what he was trying to convey. Will you be remembered? You know, everybody's, Lil Wayne could die today. Everybody's gonna remember Lil Wayne. Oh yeah, man, hey, Mr. Carter, tell me where you been. Everybody's gonna remember his music. But the question of the matter is, will we remember Dwayne Carter? That's an interesting question, like we all want to leave behind this legacy of great works, something that our children can remember us by. And oh yeah, my dad, he had this lawn care service, and he had this podcast, and he had this recording studio, and and he used to do this and do that, and he used to help so many people, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Remember my works. That's cool. But at the end of the day, how many people can honestly say, or how many people, can I honestly say people will remember me? And it's like, that's an interesting thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you touched enough people? Have you touched enough people? I can't remember what movie it was, but it says, I can't remember what the quote. He says something. Remember that name. Like that's something. Like, can you honestly say that you've left that much of an impact on, or that much of an imprint on the hearts of people in society, or people that you've encountered throughout life, positive or negative? Yeah. Positive or negative. Can you honestly say that you've left a mark to the point where people will remember you? Hell, shit. Pac's been gone for over 20 some odd years. He's still sitting up talking about this man. Yeah, we talk about his music or whatever have you, but we still share stories, still hear stories about him, not just his music, what I'm saying, but him as a person. That's doing something. Because realistically, these kids nowadays, they don't know nothing about no Tupac and don't give two shits about no Tupac as far as his music goes. But somewhere in a classroom, somewhere in Atlanta, they're actually sitting down learning about this man. That's something to think about, man. That's something to think about. I know, but yeah, when I check out, I am gonna be asshole supreme, man. That motherfucker, man. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be loved and hated by millions, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? One thing for sure, two things for certain. I lived my life. I lived it how I wanted. Um, and I'm gonna die with my head up high. That's for damn sure. My goal, everything that lives must cease to exist. And I know my day is coming. Um, but my goal is to not die in captivity. I want to die a free man. That's my goal. Um, this is what I teach my kids. This is what I teach my friends, my family, anybody that's willing to listen. Um, I don't want to die. Oh shit! I don't want to die a slave. Not me. I want to die a free man, 100%. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's how I want to go. I love the idea of the day of the dead. One day a year, the families come around, share stories to keep their memories alive. It's an awesome celebration. It's an awesome tradition. Um, Me personally, I don't think I would actually want to. I mean, to each his own. I'm not knocking you for it, but me personally, I don't think I would want to. Um, I don't think I would want. I don't think I would really want to participate in that. I really don't like. Honestly, me personally, I really don't like. But this is just me. I don't like the balloon releasings and all that stuff. I don't believe in the traditional aspect of death. Okay. Um, my understanding of things is a little different. It's a lot more in depth. Um, Me personally, I prefer to remember people how they lived, um, not so much how you left. Um, so I don't really need. Um, I don't need memorandums. Some people have urns or things of that nature. I'm not saying that's not a bad thing to have or whatever have you. You know, saying if that's how you cope, that's how you cope. Me personally, I prefer to remember people how they lived. Um, yeah. You talking about that Disney cartoon? I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. It's very popular amongst the uh Latino culture. Absolutely. Miércoles, hold on, I don't remember exactly how it's worded. Give me 1 second. It's called El Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, and it's celebrated November 1st and 2nd. Though other days, such as October 31st or November 6th, may be included depending on your locality, depending on where you are in the world. So if you're in the US, they're probably going to recognize it on October 31st, which is our Halloween. Um, but in any case, it is widely observed in Mexico, where it is largely developed and is also observed in other places, especially by people of Mexican heritage. Yep, indeed it is. Celebrations, creation of home altars to remember the dead, traditional dishes for the Day of the Dead, and the significance is prayer and remembrance of friends and family members who have died. Absolutely. Again, that is El Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead. Um, I I'm familiar with it. I've actually seen the I've actually seen the celebration. Um, my godparents are actually from Mexico. My sister was born in California, so that's when I actually got to experience that. Um, I tell you what, it's definitely a spectacle. It's something to behold. Um, right up there with the Chinese New Year. Um, all the costumes and the festives, the sugar skulls, the mask, all that. It's very it's very beautiful to see. It's an amazing spectacle, but like I said, it's not something that for me. If again, like I said, to each is their own. For me, it's not. Um, Not anything that me as a conscious mind. It's not something for me to actually get excited about or you know what I'm saying? Like, um, no, yeah. Well, it's kind of quiet tonight, and we are running in with an hour and 24 minutes. So if nobody has anything, I'm gonna bid you guys a good night. Um, it's always a pleasure um, seeing you guys and speaking with you guys. Um, some days are just quieter than others. I get it, you know. Um, it's what happens, you know. Same with the open discussions, they can be hit or miss, just based on who tunes in. But I greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Um, any questions or comments can be left in the tell it like it is DM or inbox. Um, if you guys are interested in any merchandise, um, hats, hoodies, etc., feel free to on the Tell It Like It Is channel. in the intro is the link to the merchandise store. Check that out. Some new items will be being added real soon because it's starting to get hot outside. But with that being said, sleep well and good night. Sincere, the prodigal son, signing off.